some weekend sweeps. We had I have the Giants here celebrating because they swept the Pirates. The Pirates, as much as fun of a ride as that was earlier this year, the Pirates are done. They are not coming back. I still think they have too much talent to be that bad. I don't know what the problem is. Probably pitching, actually. I think it's the problem. When Rich Over the Hill is your best pitcher, I think you've got a little bit of an issue in your starting rotation and your pitching staff in general. And so they're going to have to make some moves, some pitching moves in the offseason to get better. And I think they're going to have to hope that Andrew McCutchen comes back because I think I do think his leadership in the clubhouse played a significant role in that run that they had early in the year. So, yeah, if they have him next year, I think they'll be okay. They'll have O'Neal Cruz for the full season unless he gets – guys don't break their ankles in baseball. Come on. It's a bad luck injury is all that is. The Orioles swept the Marlins. That is a good team sweeping a team that just was not as good as them. The Marlins, I think, are a pretty decent team. They're hanging in there in the AL East. I think they will continue to hang in there in the AL East. Don't sleep on them making some moves, on them buying at the trade deadline. I think they'll get some pitching because that's what they need. And I think it'll really help. They can slug with just about anybody, but they need help with pitching. The Orioles are a really, really good team, really great team. Don't be surprised if you see them in the ALCS this year. I'm over here making all kinds of second half predictions. Anyway, the Blue Jays swept the Diamondbacks. I was shocked, absolutely shocked. This is one of those Blue Jays hot streaks that we've seen this year where they just come in and they are just a wrecking ball for about a week, and then they won't be for another week or two. They've been wildly inconsistent. Their highs are really high. Their lows have been pretty low. I still can't figure this team out. Their highs have had to be really high, though, for them to be able to hang in there in the AL East. So anyway, like I said earlier, the Diamondbacks are on somewhat of a skid the last couple weeks. I think they'll pull out of it. I think they'll be fine. I think this team is who we saw for the first half of the season. I don't think they're going to fall off. They have a lot of talent. They've been playing really well. Again, they need some pitching, though. Pitching is an issue on that team, and they're going to need to go get some. The Rangers swept the Guardians, or as Briggs says, Cleveland's baseball team. No surprise there, honestly. The Rangers are still really, really good, despite having a couple bad weeks. They're going to go and they're going to beat a team like the Guardians that just can't keep up with them offensively. Right? Like it sounds dumb to just say they're just going to go score more runs than them because that's how you win, obviously, right? But that's what they did. They just go out there and they just score more than everybody. No matter if their pitching is on or off that day, they will go out and just score more runs than the team they're playing. Like I said, it sounds dumb and it sounds super elementary and simplistic, but it's what they do. They just go score runs and they can't be beat because of it. I do think it'll catch up to them eventually, but right now it's working for them. And then the Twins over the A's, they should have swept the A's. It came close a couple times. I actually I actually had the A's winning on Sunday because I typically will pick a team that's at risk of getting swept on Sunday morning because teams will play it seems like teams will play harder if they're at risk of getting swept, right? So because you don't want to get swept, it's embarrassing. So they came really close. I thought they were looking pretty good there for a while, but the Twins ended up taking that one and sweeping that series as well. So like I said, 5 sweeps over the weekend, some serious wins and losses that I was a little bit shocked by, but what do you do? That's baseball, Susan.